How to gather documents for an IRS audit. Imagine opening your file cabinet or digital folders and finding everything you need to prove your tax return is correct. That's the goal when preparing for an IRS audit. Start by carefully reading the audit letter from the IRS. It will tell you exactly which parts of your tax return they are reviewing. Pay close attention to the specific items they mention, like income, deductions, or credits. Ignoring or delaying your response can make things worse, so act promptly. Next, gather all documents that support the information on your tax return. For income, collect W-2 forms from employers, 1099 forms from clients or banks, and bank statements showing deposits. If you own a business, include profit and loss statements, sales records, and invoices. For deductions, find receipts, invoices, and logs for expenses such as medical bills, charitable donations, or education costs. Keep copies of all supporting paperwork for these expenses. If you claimed mortgage interest or property taxes, include mortgage statements and property tax bills. For home improvements that qualify as medical deductions, gather receipts and contractor invoices. For credits like tuition or student loan interest, include tuition statements and student loan interest forms. Create a detailed record of expenses if you are claiming business travel or job hunting costs. Write down dates, locations, purposes, and mileage. For medical expenses, include physician statements, medical savings account statements, and records of any medical equipment purchased. If you experienced theft or loss, gather police reports, insurance claims, photos of damage, and appraisals showing property values before and after the incident. Organize your documents into folders or digital files, separating different categories. Label each folder clearly so you can find what you need quickly. Make copies of everything, both physical and digital, in case original documents are lost or damaged. Well-organized records show you are serious about compliance and can help speed up the audit process. If you are missing a receipt or document, don't panic. The IRS may accept reasonable estimates for some expenses if you can justify them. However, it's always better to keep proper records from the start. Use accounting software or expense tracking apps to stay organized throughout the year. For business-related audits, be ready to provide contracts, receipts, and other supporting documents that back up your claims. If the IRS suspects fraud or a large unpaid tax bill, a criminal investigation might be initiated. In these cases, working with a qualified tax professional or legal advisor is essential to navigate both tax law and legal matters. Remember to keep all records used to prepare your tax return for at least 3 years after filing. The IRS can request these documents at any time during an audit. If you need extra time to gather everything, contact the IRS promptly to ask for an extension. For mail audits, you can usually get a 30-day extension by mail or fax. For in-person audits, coordinate directly with your assigned auditor. By gathering and organizing your documents carefully, you can avoid common legal mistakes and make the audit process smoother. Staying prepared helps you handle the review confidently and reduces unnecessary stress.